everybody, Hebrew77 here, and I'm here with yet another Mystery Science Theater 3000 possible Mandela effect. Now, I'm not saying this is a Mandela effect. I could be all screwed up in the head, but the effect is actually the title of the show, and it seems like that has changed. I've been kind of noticing this for quite a few years now as I've been watching Mystery Science Theater 3000. I've been on a little bit of a kick here as of late. Before we begin this video, I'd like to remind everyone that you can go to teesprings.com and order your Shifty Sunday t-shirts, Shifty Sunday long sleeve shirts, Shifty Sunday hooded sweatshirts, and coffee mugs are available as well. I will I will post the link in the description below. With that out of the way, we can begin the video. Um, Mystery Science Theater 3000. The title of the name 3000 has kind of caught my attention. And before the Mandela effect came along, I really never thought much about it, thought much into it. But I always thought that at one time when they first started the show, when the show started with Joel, if you're aware of the show, I thought the original title was Mystery Science Theater 2000. Um, because everyone was referring to the year 2000 as the future, the year 2000. And well, apparently it's always been Mystery Science Theater 3000. But I have a vivid memory when I started watching these when they were first on Comedy Central, and they were on another station at one time. But anyway, they started with Joel, and I've done a little bit of research on this, and let's take a look at that footage. So here's what I've been able to look up: Mystery Science Theater 3000. The definitive oral history of a TV masterpiece. I don't know what this thing is. I'm going to have to collapse it. There we go. I hate these advertisements. I got my ad blocker on. I don't know what's going on there. But you see Joe Hodgins there with the robots. Now I'm going to read this to you. Manos, the Hands of Fate is a D minus movie. Its plot about desert dwelling pagans makes little sense. Its cast could be outacted by the stars of a daycare holiday pageant, and its film is paced with the urgency of focused of a box turtle on Olympium. That's kind of funny. Now here's the thing. It's just one of nearly 200 horror flicks that Mystery Science Theater 3000 started. So we'll get on with that. Oh, no thanks. Okay, I'm going to have to look at this in a different web browser or something. So there's no mention whatsoever of Mystery Science Theater. As I look through the history here, it's always been called Mystery Science Theater 3000. And let's see here. Yeah, see, it's this is just a list of its long history. I mean, anyone can look this up. Ooh, Weinstein. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, let's pass that. But yeah, I don't. You know, you can read all this, you can find out the show's history and all of this. But now I just want to look it up and see if it's ever been called anything else. Let's go ahead and do that. List of videos here. I do believe these are all called Mystery Science Theater 3000, otherwise known as MST3K. Okay, so there we go. So I'm going to type it in up here. Okay, I put in Mystery Science 2000. I put it in wrong though, and I still get the 3K. I get some 2000, some movies here that were called 2000 at the time. It looks like there's quite a few of them. You know, like I said, the year 2000, which was a Conan O'Brien reference. They used to do a whole skit, early 90s, where they would say they were doing a future thing, and they'd say, in the year 2000, all the things that would happen in the year 2000, and it was kind of a skit. Now, I haven't been able to find any proofs for this ever being called anything other than Mystery Science Theater 3000. This is where I leave it up to you guys in the audience to decide, what do you remember? You remember Mystery Science Theater 3000 always? Or do you ever remember this show being called Mystery Science Theater 2000? Of course, if you want to do the voting system, we can, although I don't like to rip off money bags. But it seems like it's a pretty good system nonetheless. So, anyway, all I found was this saying videos of Mystery Science Theater 2000, but that's because I typed it in that way. Apparently, it's always been Mystery Science Theater 3000. So please, if you're a huge fan of the show, and, oh wait, what's this? Amazon Mystery Science Theater 2000. Click on that. Let's see what results we get from Amazon. This is interesting. Of course, oh, okay. See, there's movies with the name 2000 on them. And I noticed these, like the XXVII, like those. There's another Mandela effect in itself. So, you know, if you guys want to do the whole voting thing, you know, you can. We'll do the thumbs up if you ever remember Mystery Science Theater 2000. Thumbs down if it's always been 3000. Okay, so that's really all I have for this. Here we go. I know I saw a Mystery Science Theater 2000 discussion board. Alright, let's see what this has to say about it. Okay, let's see here. There's the guys. Yes, this might be some residue here that somebody remembers. Okay, let me read this to you. Hi, please help me settle a question. I'm not a Mystery Science Theater diehard, but recently started getting into it and have watched it over the years here and there. I am absolutely positive I saw a Mystery Science Theater 2000 in the early days, and then thinking, oh, they changed the name when I saw 3000. I don't really think I've imagined this. Please settle this. Okay, so maybe we'll get some... Ah! What the hell? There's an answer from somebody called Mitchell. Okay. During part of the KTMA run, the show was simply known as Mystery Science Theater. but Joe eventually assigned the 3000 as a version number. There was never an official MSTK or MST2K, and the show sometimes is misidentified. Yeah, sure, as 2000, but I can't roll out that there was some spoof or another project. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever. So basically, it falls under the same category as misremembering. But check this out. This guy says, I'm getting too much glare. Hold on, let me turn that off and see if we get. Is that better? Okay, yeah, that's a little better. So I'm going to read this to you. If you can't see it there, it's kind of blurry, isn't it? I also think Joe Hudgen mentioned his Mystery Science Lab as 2000 and some of the stand-up acts. Okay, there you go. Yeah, misidentification basically is the same pretty much as misremembering. So that's really the only residue is someone saying uh, they remembered it as I do. I think I remember somewhere hearing that 2000 wasn't far enough into the future, so they went with 3000. Okay, well here's the thing. In the song, they say in the not too distant future, and then they mentioned somewhere between something AD. That was the now that could be possibly another Mandela effect that we will explore at another time. But oh man, this is all blurry McGurry, isn't it? I'm sorry. But yeah, there you go. So I'm not the only one that has this memory of Mystery Science Theater 2000. And if you're one of those ones, please do leave a comment. Please leave comments in the comments section. I appreciate that. And well, that's all I've got for this one. So, I mean, it's up to you to decide. Do you think that the title was originally Mystery Science Theater 2000? Or has it always been Mystery Science Theater 3000? Um, Let me know in the comments section below. And until next time, this has been Hebro77 saying, so long, everybody.